Hello everyone, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
So let us wait for 2 minutes more and then we will start with the session. So I hope it's okay with you all.
Yeah, ma'am, it works.
Okay, so before we start, till others also join the session, I would like to know from you all, like as you have enrolled in data analytics or it might be data science. So what do you know about these terms? Like why did you selected to go through data analytics path or data scientist path? Any one of you?
Ma'am, this Anirudh this side.
Yes.
So, actually, data analysis is analyzing the data as well as prediction and forecasting. That I like a lot. So that's why I enrolled in this course.
Okay, that's nice to know.
Analyzing the whole data transformation. It's like a
Exactly.
ETL part, extracting transformation and modeling the data and doing the prediction and analysis based upon the past data and future data. That's why.
Okay, that's great to know. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Anyone else wanted to add? Okay. Girish, can you tell why did you have chosen this path? I wanted to know the answers from y'all.
Okay, Preeti, why I have selected this because it's mainly in order to switch my career one thing and to enhance my skills. Because I did the technical education, my background, and after that I've been into non-technical. So
Okay.
the foremost thing is I wanted to shift my career to IT. That's the thing. That's why I have joined to this course.
Excellent. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Durgesh, Farhan, Madhusudan wanted to know the answers from everyone because this is important.
Hi, Harshita. Amit, would you please mute yourself? Please.
Amit, can you please? Yeah, thanks.
I joined data analyst course to first to upskill myself. I am graduated in mechanical engineering in a technical way, but I am into the non-technical way in the sales team. In the tech company, I want to shift from sales to technical, like data analyst, which we can complete in 3 months or 6 months, where we don't have any coding knowledge for joining any JavaScript or AWS or anything. Another thing is data analysis have a boosting, nowadays a boosting area where we can place easily with the maximum package of 6 LPA.
Exactly.
Everyone will be at the end, they are looking for their salary.
That's true. That's
why only I am looking into that one. The best way for in our budget, it will comes under us. That's why.
Good to know. Thanks, Madhu. Yeah.
And one more thing is that without data, in wherever field we go, without data we cannot survive. Data is a very important.
That's true. Yes. So mainly the first point is data. Nowadays, if you all observe that data is increasing day by day, and that's where the need of data analytics or data scientists come into existence. So they come into picture because we are getting into lot of data. So that's why it's very important to enroll in data analytics or data scientist course.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Thanks for the answers, everyone. So let us begin with today's session. So today it would be basically a small introduction to data analytics and data scientists, like what exactly these terms imply, what are their roles and all. But before I start sharing with the screen, I would like to give a small introduction about me, because as an instructor, means giving a small introduction, it would help you all to understand like from whom you all are gaining the knowledge. Okay. But yes, so is my voice clear with you all?
Yes, ma'am, absolutely.
Okay, that's good. So I'm going to turn on my video, as well as I want you all to switch on your cameras so that I can see you all and you all can see me. So let's make this online session more interactive. So
it's true, but I'm switching on from desktop. So
okay.
From next week onwards, I will be on.
No, that's not an issue. If possible, please switch on your cameras. If not, it's completely okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. So I've switched on my cameras. I want you all also to switch on, if possible. Okay, thanks. So this is Preeti Gurram here. So I will be your instructor for this entire data analytics as well as data scientist course, which is going to be data analytics, which is going to be about 3 to 4 months, as well as data scientist, which will be going about 6 months. So many of you have enrolled in both of these courses, and we are going to start a good journey from today, where we will be learning what exactly data analytics covers and what exactly data scientist course will be covering. Coming to my background is I have completed my post-graduation in statistics from Pune University and my graduation from Solapur University. And I have got about 3 years of experience, 3+ years of experience working as a data analyst as well as a data scientist. And also I am a trainer for these courses. I have held various trainings for international clients as well as for Indian clients for teaching these various softwares, not only for data analytics or data scientists. I have also taught them various softwares like Power BI, Tableau, SAS, Python, R. So all these such kind of softwares I have taught to various participants. I have covered almost more than 500 plus participants in my training journey. So apart from all of this, I love to travel a lot. So that's all about me. So
Good to know, ma'am.
Yes, thanks. So with this a short introduction about me, let us quickly start with our course.
And before going to start, ma'am, I want to actually I have done marketing analytics from IMK.
Okay.
So there I learned many tools like SAS, R and Excel, pivot tables, Power Query, Tableau. There I have learned everything. And what makes a difference between these tools? Because if we have data analytics, we can have one tool, but we have many tools. What makes a difference between each and every tool, and what are tools we are going to cover in this journey?
Okay, yeah. So Anirudh, I would be covering that point in the upcoming slides. I'm definitely going to tell you all like which tools are important for data analytics and which tool are important for data scientists, as well as why the other tools can't be used as a data analytics tool or data scientist tool. So those things I'll definitely be covering in the upcoming slides. So your question I'll be answering a little bit later because we need to have a flow. Yes?
Sure.
Yes.
Good.
Okay. Yeah. So now to save the bandwidth, I'm going to switch off my cameras and we will start directly with our session. I hope it's okay with you all. So I have started sharing my screen. Please let me know if you all are able to see the screen.
Yes,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, so let us start with introduction to data analytics and data science. This is going to be the very first session. So let us first focus on the terms data analytics. What is meant by data analytics and why the need of data analytics and data scientists came into existence? As we have already discussed, right? Nowadays, there is a tremendous need of data. Okay, so data is growing day by day. So that's where the picture of data analytics and data scientists comes into existence. So let us first understand the term data analytics. What is data analytics? Okay, so instead of I'm going to just having a one-side interaction, I want you all also to interact between. If you all are having any doubts, you can stop me anywhere, anytime, and you can put on your questions. As well as whenever I'm asking you any kind of question, please give a response for it as well. Okay, so before actually going into data analytics, I want you all to answer what is the term analytics meant by. What do you all think what this term analytics means by?
Ma'am, as I said before, data analytics, there is a vast difference between few people will think that data science and data analytics are one and the same. But we have a vast difference between these both things. When it comes to data analytics, analyzing the data, transferring it, and doing some cleaning part in the data, it's all about data engineering also. That's called data analytics, where data science comes under prediction of and forecasting the data with the help of history of data and all.
Okay, got it.
I think in simple way.
So as you have explained what is data analytics, yeah.
I'm sorry. I think in simple way, analysis.
No, please.
Analysis is seeing the complex data in a simple form. Analyzing.
Exactly. The other thing is analytics implies information. So you're trying to get some information. Analytics is what we are making something out of some kind of means we are trying to check out what information we can get. So data analytics implies getting information about the data. So we are trying to get some information from that data, because nowadays we are having lot of data, and simply having the data and presenting it in front of the client, or we are analyzing these things, so that this would help us to take some good decisions, which can be for marketing, which can be for manufacturing, which can be for HR domains, or it can be of any domain. But we are trying to get some decisions, good decisions, which would help us to have a better future. So that's where the picture of data analytics comes into existence. And this is nothing but analyzing the raw data to get some meaningful insights, to get some meaningful information. And this information will lead us to take some good decisions for a better future. So that's what this analytics implies. So this is data analytics. And as a data analyst, when you will be performing the task, you need to very firstly understand the data, understand what exactly the problem is. Understand the problem or understanding the data implies, like, first you need to have a glance at the overall data. What is the over how many rows are present in the data, like how many observations are there in the data, what type of variables are present in the data set, how can I correlate these all different variables present in the data set. So all such kind of things comes under the understanding of the data that we are going to cover later on in the upcoming sessions and all. But the very basic step, very first step, is to understand the data, understand what your problem statement could be. That's where these steps comes into existence, that is understand the problem and data collection. Then once you have understood your data, you have gathered some information from just by checking the rows, checking the columns present in the data set, and finding if we can relate both columns or we can remove some columns, all such kind of things. So once we have got the picture clear, next comes the data cleaning, where the data engineering role comes into existence. So data cleaning is where we actually try to clean the data. Now, cleaning means what? So cleaning implies, like, if you're trying to find out some missing values present in the data set. Now, what is missing value? Missing value is, like, sometimes the user who has sent you the data, by mistakenly he might have missed some kind of information, or it can happen that for that particular observation we didn't observe any kind of information or any kind of data for that particular variable. So that particular observation will be having either its row blank, or there would be null values defined. So that is where this missing value comes into existence. So how we can handle with the missing values? Then unnecessary columns are also present in the data. How we are going to clean it? Even there is a necessity that we need to add some more columns to the data. So in such case, we need to do a proper data cleaning. This data cleaning is a very, very important step in the entire data analytics, because if you are not cleaning the data, this will not lead you to a proper result. And it can happen that it can give you false result, and giving a false result is a great harm for any industry. So that's why data cleaning is a major step. And actually what I have observed while handling many of the projects is that the last step, that is data exploration and analysis and interpreting the results, that doesn't take much time. Or data collection and understanding the problem also doesn't take much time, but data cleaning is the only step that takes a lot of time. So that is what I have observed, because many of the industries, they have actually sorry, anyone wants to add anything?
And ma'am, before regarding data cleaning, we do some transformations in the present data, right? So what we have if you go to the data, we have relational data, streaming data, and unstructured data, semi-structured data. Many things are there, and
Right.
So how do we
Right.
clean up? How do we clean up and make the difference between the row and column, everything?
Yes, so that actually is going to cover in the data analytics course in the upcoming sessions. We are going to focus how we are going to clean whether the data might be unstructured or structured data or any kind of data, how we are going to deal with such all data sets, how we are going to clean it, because this is as I said, it is a very important step, because unless we clean the data, we are not going to get a final result.
Yes,
so surely we're going to complete in upcoming slides, because I cannot tell in just 5 to 10 minutes how we are going to clean it. So as I mentioned, some of the very few steps, basic steps like missing values, we can be deal either by removing them or by if there are many missing values, we can handle it by replacing it with either average value or median value. So that are certain kind of steps available. Then unnecessary columns are also present in the data set which are not useful for the analysis. So such kind of columns we are going to actually remove entirely from the data. Then adding new columns. So these are very basic steps that that is what I'm actually mentioning in this particular introduction. But apart from these steps, there are various other steps also available, and those will be covered in this upcoming sessions of the data analytics. I hope it's clear, as well as in data scientists, because both of them cover the same part.
yes, ma'am, exactly.
Yes. Okay. So like why I'm saying that data cleaning takes much time, it's because that when client gives you the data, that data can be present in terms of thousands, in terms of millions, or in terms of billions. So you don't have any idea. So this much amount of data, for handling it, it requires much time, then analyzing and giving out the results. So that's where this data cleaning is very important. Then comes, once the data is clean, we then use various tools and explore the data by creating beautiful dashboards or reports, such that not only creating beautiful dashboard, like just for attraction, the dashboard looks good, so I would put this color, this theme and all, that's completely fine. But major thing is that what we are going to learn in data exploration and analysis is how we are going to create meaningful charts. Okay, I'm using the term meaningful charts. Why? Because simply just by clicking here, we are getting a good chart. But how that chart is going to give you a, interpretable result. So that is very important. And that's why data exploration and analysis plays a good role in creating meaningful charts and getting out meaningful insights. So finally, once your dashboard or report is generated, created, then we come to the interpreting the results. One more thing is, this data analytics is nowadays, if you'll observe, there is a tremendous need of data analytics in the market. Or some kind of different data visualization, people get now immediately, you all in your all minds, there is a picture of banana came here. Instead of the spelling of banana, you are getting a picture of banana. How many of you have got the picture of banana? Just I'm using the term banana continuously, you all might have getting a picture of banana in your mind.
It's like giving like a cakewalk kind of thing.
Yes, exactly, because people, they get attracted with images, and
Yes.
that's why data analytics is
in other way it doesn't good, but it's like a spoon feeding.
Exactly, yeah. So yes, so that's why we need to create some kind of good charts, some kind of meaningful charts which would easily attract the attention of the public. So nowadays, if you'll observe, going more towards just kind of a table structure or making some modeling and giving out the results, going through this, better is to create a visualization which would give out some information, and that information is easy to catch for the public or for the client to whom you're making the project. So that's why this data analytics is very important. Now, you all might have got a quick understanding of what exactly data analytics role does, what terms are used for data analytics. So as I said, the basic steps that are covered for data analytics is like it begins with understanding the problem and the data, then data collection, then it comes with the data cleaning, then data exploration and analysis, and finally we are getting into touch with the interpreting of the results. So this is what a data analytics journey is. It starts by understanding the data statement, data and all those things, and ends with a giving out a good conclusion from the entire data. And in between our data analytics role, there are the other roles such as data engineering role is played, as well as quality analyst role is also played. So all these are different roles which are played in between this journey, as well as business analyst can also perform the so this is where this data analyst is used. Now we will try to understand what are the skills required for becoming a data analyst. You have got a quick guideline like what a data analyst role does, but now we will understand what exactly is required for me to become a data analyst. So let us understand this. So here are few things which I have listed. So here you can see very firstly is SQL. How many of you have heard the name SQL, which is structured query language, SQL?
I'm from my side. So SQL is like, structured query language. Structured query language is nothing but we have two types of structured data we set, like unstructured data, semi-structured data, and uniform data. It decides from the we will do the transformations by doing row and column. As you said, in previous slides regarding if you have a row and column, if you do some missing values and cleaning part, those things we can do it from the SQL also. From other tools also we can do, but SQL we can elaborately we can do it.
Yes, exactly, right, exactly. So just one note I wanted to give to you all, that if you all are putting the messages, I am not going to see the messages because I'm focusing on this slide. So better is please unmute and give your comments on the questions, whatever I would be asking. So as rightly said, who was that? Please, can you tell your name? Is it Anirudh?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, Anirudh. Yeah. So as rightly said by Anirudh, SQL is one of the tool which is used for data transformation. Now, there might be a question coming in your mind, like there are other tools also available for data transformation. It might be Excel or it might be in the data analytics tool itself, like Power BI Tableau. We can do data transformation in that, no doubt. But we still prefer SQL. Why? Because SQL handles tremendous amount of data. It makes quick transformation with a let your data might be in millions, billions, it doesn't matter for it. Okay, so if you are just writing a simple query, it will structure your data as per you want, as per the client wants. So that's where the SQL comes into picture, and this SQL is just used for data transformation. It is a data transformation tool, and it works on server mostly. Okay, so it works on server, And that's why the name itself tells structured query language. So it structures the data in a good format. Then we all know the very basic tool, that is Excel, right? I hope you all know about Excel. So again, Excel comes into picture because there are some data sets which are very small and which can be handled in Excel also. So that's why you must know Excel. Now, even if you don't know about SQL, don't worry. We will be covering some of the basic point regarding to SQL. And Excel, we are going to cover in the course itself. So Excel is also a must required tool. Then comes the critical thinking. Now, what is this critical thinking? Now, just simply making transformations in the data, or just if someone has told you, your client has said to add this column, remove this column. Actually, no client is going to tell you what you need to do with the data. Your client is just going to give you the problem statement, and you need to handle the data. You need to put the results, and you need to present that data to with a meaningful information to the client. Okay, so that's why what you need to do with the data, that's come under this critical thinking and logic thinking. Okay, so logically you need to analyze, you need to start thinking right when you get the data, right when you get the problem statement. Start searching, have a research. Like you have got a project related to healthcare domain, you don't know anything about that project, then you can just start having a research, what I can do with the data, what are these terms, what are these variables known to be. Just have a Google search, start knowing about that company. Once you have a good idea about all those variables, you can easily put your results in a beautiful form, in a good dashboard, in a good report. So that's where your thinking matters, your smart thinking. I would say a very smart thinking. Instead of critical thinking, I would say a smart thinking. Okay, like for an example, let us take a small and quick example. So let's say I have two columns, one is fruits and one is sales. Okay, so in fruits, let's say I'm having a apple sales of 500, orange sales of 300, and let us take one more, strawberry sales of 400. Okay, so 500, 300 and 400 are the sales, and apple, orange and strawberry, these are the fruits. Now y'all tell me, you are having just 3 rows and 2 columns. What kind of chart you would be putting on, and how you would analyze these 2 columns? Any one of you can give the answer. Let's see how your thinking works.
Based upon row and based upon we can put it in the simple graph, like one is like x-axis and one is like y-axis. X-axis is like number of fruits and total number of distributed sales.
Right. Okay. X-axis is number of fruits. Okay. Okay.
And y-axis is like total number of sales, individual sales happened in.
Okay. So which kind of chart you are trying to put on?
Bar chart.
Okay, fine. Works.
Anyone else? That will be very useful for everyone.
Exactly. Okay. Okay. Yes. See, I'm just giving you very short data. But why I began with a very short data? Well, you need to understand what this data is going to give the results. So as one answer I have got is bar chart. Anyone else wanted to add something to it?
Through pie chart also we can show number of fruits and total number of sales done.
Exactly. Exactly. Pie chart is, yes, we can do that.
Means as my colleagues with that pie chart. Pie chart is a very important thing. I want to add a few parts in the pie chart. In bar chart, we can. It's like a graphical user interface, but in a pie chart, we can say that in one thing we can see all the differential parts. That's it.
Right. Right. So this is what I was actually expecting. So bar chart, usually most of them means get a picture of bar and column charts in their mind when they see the data. But there are some other charts which are also giving us the very meaningful information. It is just a kind of representation. So this is what we are actually going to learn in the upcoming sessions, like which chart we need to use for what kind of situation. So as per the scenario that I have presented, now I have given you a data. Pie chart or donut chart is the most suitable chart for representing this particular data. Why? The again, bar charts is where the user needs to check out single thing, but pie chart gives you an entire glance at once. Okay, so it is a good representation, just a kind of representation, and that's why pie chart or donut chart is preferred. If you have not heard about donut chart is again similar to pie chart, just it has a central at its center it has a hole. Okay, so that's a donut chart. And in these both graphs, you can actually check out where the sales was maximum, where the sales was minimum of what fruit, all these such kind of information we can draw from the data. And that's where this thinking comes into existence. Then now once this was a very short example, but now you might be getting a large amount of data and you need to handle such data by thinking like what suits the best, what represents the best. Now comes the programming tools. Now why the programming tools comes into picture is R and Python tool. So we are actually going to have a very small intro about R and small intro about Python as well, for those who don't know about it. So R is a programming tool, and Python is also the tool, which is again used for data transformation, data visualization, modeling, okay, time series modeling, or a simple various other models, model building, and also application building. So these are all various parts which are covered by R and Python. So they are the interface where you can just put on your codes and then it will execute the results as per you wanted. So these are the programming tools, and these are required for, as I said, for data cleaning, model building, machine learning, deep learning. You might have heard all such kind of terms. So it gives you a good results. It gives you a better interpretable results, which can help you to get good decisions. So that's why you must know about a small introduction about R or Python. Any one tool would do. Okay, if you know both, it's good. If any one also tool, if you know, that is good.
I want to add up a few points regarding R and Python.
Mm-hmm.
So R is like, both are like algorithm based scripting language.
Right.
So R is like, statistical way of representing, and Python is like, logical way of both logical and statistical way of understanding the algorithm
Yes.
with the raw data. That's what
Exactly.
we understand.
Yes. Yes. Yes, Anil. It's right. It's completely right. Whatever you said. So, and actually both of them play a different role as per the domains.
Yes.
So as per the domains, like if you're working in healthcare domain, mostly there R programming is preferred than Python, because in healthcare domain they require some reports to be generated. Okay, so like diabetes report, or it might be cancer report. So these kind of reports are actually generated by using the R programming. So it differs like in which domain you're working and what tools they prefer in that domain. So actually the job of both the things is the same, just to give a better meaningful insights from the data. So again, these are various programming tools. Then comes the data visualization. So in data visualization, as I mentioned, Power BI, Tableau, these are top tools which are used in the market at a high demand. But apart from it, there are other tools also available, like IBM Watson, or let's say Quills View, Google Cloud. So all these are various tools also available for data visualization. And then once you have like right from data transformation to data visualization, then comes to present it. Okay, so as I said, getting a good form of chart. This was just an example. Like instead of bar chart, better is to put a pie chart. Okay, so that is a good way of presenting. So we are actually going to see like what steps needs to be required for presenting the dashboard, what colors should be preferred as per the domains. Now you might have noticed, like for HR analytics dashboard, mostly if you observe the HR domains, they usually prefer blue color, and most of the companies, they prefer blue color, blue or dark blue color. So coloring wise also, each and every domain has a different aspect. So these all comes under the presentation skills. A fixed format, a fixed font, logo of the company, all such kind of things are important again while you present your analysis or while you generate your insights. Now to this.
Sorry to bother you.
No problem. Yeah.
Some quick questions. You have distinguished between data visualization and presentation skills. And this presentation skills comes under data visualization, as I understand correctly. So what makes the difference between taking separately as a presentation skills?
Okay. Okay, so what makes the difference for data analyst with the presentation skill? That is what your question is?
No, ma'am. We have data visualization, presentation skills comes under data visualizations also. But what we need to take it separately as a presentation skills.
Okay. See, as per my understanding is, now as you said that under data visualization also there are some presentation skills but those skills are very general. Okay, like giving a good font, giving a good color, that depends on you. But what happens is understanding that presentation skill through business point of view, not from user point of view.
Exactly. As a technical guy, data visualization can be done with the Power BI and Tableau.
Exactly.
So, but business people will understand presentation skills. So,
exactly. So, because what happens is business people, there are also some people who are from non-technical background. They don't have any understanding about Power BI. They don't have any understanding about Tableau. Then in such case, how you will present your data in front of them? Because they are seniors, right? So you need to present information to them. So that's where these presentation skills comes into existence.
Thank
you. So that is what we will be learning. I hope I'm clear.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. So now comes the one more thing is added to this is machine learning. Now, why machine learning? The thing is that sometimes it is we require to predict about the future. Okay, not just focusing on the current data, not just analyzing the current data. We need to predict about future, and once we have done the prediction, we need to put that prediction in the form of a chart. And that's why machine learning also comes into the data analyst, because we require to build models and give out the predictions. So the very small part of machine learning is actually used, but some kind of good understanding of machine learning is required for data analyst. And we are actually going to learn what is machine learning and what are the models built in it. So all these things will be covered in the upcoming sessions. Now we have seen like what are the skills required for data analyst. Now we will be going into what are the tools required for data analyst. We have actually covered all those things in the skill set itself, but still just giving you a short glance. Like we are going to require Excel. Very basic tool is Excel. Then we will be requiring Power BI or Tableau. Any one tool, if you learned, it is very good. So we are actually going to cover these things. Then we are going to learn about statistics. Now, why is the statistics a tool? Okay, because understanding the data, creating the charts, this is where statistics plays a major role. We need to understand the data. Understand the data means check out what are the categorical variables, what are the numeric variables. Now, what is categorical, what is numerical? In very simple terms, I would say categorical is when you are having category type of data. Like I have given you an example of fruits and sales. So in this fruits is a category which is a unique identity given to each and every observation. So that is a categorical variable. So fruits is a categorical variable, and numeric is where you're giving some value to your category, a value defined for the category. That is a numeric variable. So sales is a numeric variable. So these are all things that comes under statistics. Calculating the average, calculating the median value, mode value, or testing the quality of the data. All these such things comes under statistics. And we are actually going to cover the required statistics for data analyst as well as for data scientist. Then comes Python. Now, why Python? Python and R, as I mentioned previously, that these are programming tools which are required. We are also going to see, like by using coding tools, programming tools, how we can take these programming tools into Power BI or Tableau and prepare the charts there itself. So these are some of the things that we will be covering.
And ma'am, one more thing, we have mixed up SQL also.
Yes. SQL, definitely, yes. So for data transformation, SQL is also required. So now I hope you all have got a very good idea about data analytics.
Hello.
Now, yes.
Ma'am, is machine learning is required to be a data analyst?
As I mentioned, like in case if you require to predict the future values, there comes the machine learning into existence. Because for predicting about the future, we usually build a model and then make the prediction. So I would say not much machine learning is required, but very few, few models like linear regression model, decision tree model, such kind of very few models are required. So that much part we will be covering for data analyst. Yeah. So now, as you all might have got an idea about data analytics, let us check out its career opportunities and salaries in data analytics. As you might be knowing, as it was mentioned by someone of you, that data analytics salary is holding more than about 4 lakh to 10 to 15 lakhs, I would say, up max 15 lakhs as per the experience. But as a fresher, you can start your data analytics career by getting a package of at least 4. Starting minimum is 4. So you can put your expectations for salary of 4. Okay, but make sure you can negotiate. Usually what happens is, for a fresher role, they start to give you from 2.5 to 3. So you need to negotiate those things, because what this market presently having for a data analyst is starting minimum package is 4. So 4 lakh annually you need to have a salary. So as I gave you a very short glance, now each of the different roles. So data analyst, you are not going to work only as a data analyst. You can put your applications for the other roles as well, like business intelligence analyst, data analytics consultant, operational analyst, marketing analyst, quality analyst. I've just mentioned 6 of them here. But apart from it, there are other things as well, like data engineer, data architect, business analyst, quality analyst. So all of these different roles where you can play your role as a data analyst. Okay, so very firstly is data analyst. Now why in data analyst we are learning about these all different roles is as per the experience. As you're going to gain the experience, you are going to develop business understanding also, and that's where the business intelligence analyst you can also work on. uh, as you're going to gain more and more experience, you'll go on for different roles such as data analytics consultant or operational analyst. Operational analyst and data analytics consultant, these are some kind of senior roles. So as you will get more and more experience, you're going to surely take on these kind of roles. And if the company is somewhere from marketing domain, then you will be working as a marketing analyst, as a fresher also.
Ma'am, can
there
you
are
please
various,
elaborate on operation analyst?
Okay, yeah, sure. So operational analyst is means basically where you need to focus on the like, let's say a project manager is present, okay, and he gave you the data. You are the person who is going to take some kind of decisions. You are going to finalize some kind of certain things based on the data set. So you need to perform various. Now operational means not only just taking the data, transforming, cleaning, analyzing, putting the results. Not these things you need to do, but uh, taking very knee point, having a very thorough research with your data. That is where operational analyst comes into existence.
Can we say management?
Yes, yes, something to management. Yes, yes.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
So this is where the operational analyst, and as I said, other roles as well, like data architect, so data engineer. So you can apply for these all roles as well. So there are various needs available in the market for data analysts. And as I said, for a fresher, you can expect a salary of about 4 lakh. And as you're going to gain the experience and as you're going to switch on the companies, you will get a tremendous hike if you have performed good projects, if you have given your interview good. So where you don't need to negotiate your salary also much, because if the person likes your interview, if the person sees the skills in you, he will definitely give you a good hike. So this is what I have noticed in my career, and whatever I was expecting, I have always got more than that. So that's what I will be hoping from you all also. So at the start, whatever salary you're getting, just accept it, because this is where you need to get some good experience. And also the thing is, based on the interview perspective and company and all, always make sure whenever you're giving an interview for whatever company, make sure you have a research on that company. Like just have a check on the company's website, ask the previous employees who have been working in the company. This is just a small suggestion for you all before you go for an interview. This will actually help you all to get a good role with a good company, with a good package.
Preeti,
So
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, Preeti, as a fresher, you said they can accept the offer. What about for experienced people? Like I have a experience, for example, 4 years in a different field. Okay, so but in that field also, like sales field, in that field also, I've taken this all the things. Like normal, we used Google Sheets and Microsoft Excel, and data analysis also, not that much, but we have done it. So can we add that also as an experience, and can we go, can we take the interview as a data analyst? For example, I can say that I have a 4 years of experience.
Yes. Yes, you can definitely tell. Data analyst means not having just the tools of Power BI or just having the tools of Tableau. It doesn't mean data analyst. Data analyst is nothing but where you are analyzing the data and presenting some kind of information, and that is where it is important. These are just the tools that are giving you a support for analyzing the data. Okay, so these are just the support tools. But yes, for sure, if you're having an experience in some different tools where you have analyzed the data, you have presented some kind of meaningful information for the client and all, you can surely mention in your resume, and you can surely apply for a data analyst role. Just make sure, like for the interviews, what I have observed is mostly they ask about whether you know Power BI or Tableau, because Power BI and Tableau are the major roles, major tools used for data analyst. So at least if you are having some kind of very basic understanding of any one of these tools, it is sufficient for you to apply for data analyst role. So I hope I have given the answer for you.
Understood.
Actually, I came from oil and gas background, instrumental background.
You came from, sorry?
Oil and gas.
Okay.
Oil and gas. It's like an instrumentation tool I used to manage. But after because of few problems, I'm switched on to data analyst and business analyst role. So as I need few suggestions from you. How can I take the career path in data science or a data analyst as per your suggestions? It's like.
So as this course is entirely designed in such a way that this is even if you're not from a technical background, or even you're from technical background, this course is going to help you a lot. So non-technical background, as per my understanding, is now, since I have done my post-graduation in statistics, so for statistics I was having some kind of technical knowledge. But what I have built it is, on me, I have started to have a market research. Okay, the very first thing, and that's why you all actually came, because nowadays data analyst and data scientist, these terms are used in a market a lot than the other terms. Okay, then other terms like project manager and all. So that's where I think you also might have enrolled into this domain. But
Yes.
As per, like, you are saying that you are from oil and gas, means a non-technical, let us say non-technical background. So
it's technical
you,
only,
it might
but
be at the start.
It's like a electrical and instrumentation work, like engineering, total engineering part. And it's like a data analyst. If you say, it's more about all about statistics and data. So how can I change my career as per your suggestions? From the, is it okay that shall I start with the basic?
Yes, definitely. That's where I was actually telling you now, that at the start it is going to be for you difficult. It might be a little bit difficult, but you can, from this course you're going to learn a lot. But apart from it, your self-learning should also be there. Apart from just attending the lecture of 2 hours or 3 hours and just closing it, that will not help you. This is what truly I have observed. I have literally given my whole day for learning various tools, and that's where my experience came up, and that's where I'm holding a good position in a good company, and working as a trainer as well. So these all things, self-learning helps you a lot actually. That's what I have observed in my career.
And one more thing, ma'am, actually, I don't have any experience in working in Power BI or a data analyst or business intelligence. But out of my interest only, I have learned it, Power BI, data analyst. Out of my interest only, I am putting my efforts in the class also. So, as if you want to show in the company in interview, we need to show the experience and work experience and all. How can we do that?
See, that is where we need to discuss about something about how we can give interviews, how we can focus on what things interviewer is looking for. was actually focused. So actually this all things we are actually going to cover in the upcoming sessions. But what I think is self-learning will help you to learn the tool, but understanding the tool with help of business point of view, that will help you from a course only. Okay, from any kind of course if you're enrolling. So from that course perspective, like I have some experience in business point of view, so I can easily tell you like how you can analyze this data from that particular domain, whatever that domain that data belongs. So this kind of business understanding you will get from this online sessions. But practicing that tool, getting more knowledge about that tool, that is where your efforts come into picture. So
and one more thing, ma'am,
can we
put this experience and workshop internship in the resume?
Yes, definitely we can.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. I hope I have answered your question.
Yes, ma'am. Exactly. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. So now, as we have looked and we have had a good discussion on the career opportunities and salaries for data analysts. Now, I have not mentioned regarding the salary of experienced persons. So the salary of experienced person actually depends on how much of years of experience you all are having. So if you're having about 2 years of experience, you have worked with a salary of 4 for 2 years of experience, then you can surely expect a hike of about 7 to 8 lakhs. And as per your experience goes on increasing, you can just put on a good expectation. And while putting a expectation to the interviewer, you need to also make sure like why you are expecting so much. Okay, why you are expecting this much amount of salary. So where you can put your projects, you can tell them that these are various domain projects where I have handled, and now I have came into a situation where I wanted to dig into something big, something good from my perspective as well. So such kind of things you need to prepare for it, and accordingly you can put your salary expectations. Because once you have got 2 years of experience or 3 years of experience, you cannot directly ask them the salary of about 15 to 20 lakhs. That doesn't make sense. Okay, so I hope I'm clear with the salary as well. So as per, you can have a research in the market itself, like what is the demanding salary. You can ask past employees. I usually prefer to ask past employees who have worked in that organization, or you can ask to your friends who are having a good experience and all. So that is up to you how you can get onto the salary. Now coming to every subject actually has pros and cons. Every topic, it might be related to our life where we are having ups and downs, or it might be related to any topic. We are definitely having some advantages and some disadvantages, and same happens with data analytics. Okay, so in data analytics, we have already seen various advantages. Some of the advantages I have just listed here, like data analytics helps you to take a good decision, a better decision for leading a future, leading a good future. uh, Data analytics will surely help you. Then there are more accessible analytics. Now, what is this more accessible analytics? It implies you can surely create this visualization, this charts using Excel also. But still, we are preferring for data analytics, for creating the dashboards, reports, we are preferring Power BI and Tableau, because it gives you most of the things done automatically. That is the formatting. It gives you a very good view of the picture. So, and it is very easy to handle. You don't have to write any code for it. You just need to do some clicks, point and clicks, and you will get a beautiful dashboard and all those things. So it is very easy to use kind of tools are available for analyzing the data. So that is it's one of the advantage. Then for automation, automation also there are some kind of automation options available. So like if you click on this button, you will get this kind of picture, or you can put the entire like as you play the music, right? As you play the music, we can create a dashboard such that if the user just clicks on the play button, the dashboard will start to play. The dashboard will show out the insights, show out the information. So that's one more thing. uh, I will be also asking you all to please, if you get time today, uh, please watch the video of data analytics. I'll just give me a minute. I'll just search the entire name. I'm just having. So I'm just checking out that video link. How beautifully he has presented the data, and he has analyzed only the charts. Okay, many of you might have already watched that video. His name is. So by the end of the class, I'll tell you his name and that video link as well. So automation, this is the video that I'll be sharing with you all. That is purely automation video. So they have actually presented the data. Means just if he clicks there, he will get an entire glance. So he has actually analyzed the data right from 90s to the 2020s. So he has analyzed the entire picture, like from 90s, what was the sales, how it improved, what was the trend, what was the pattern observed, and coming to the 20s. So that is what he has shown in that video. So I'll be sharing the link. Then comes the predictive modeling. So as I said, if you require to give the predictions about the future, so then data analyst also has that thing. Then personalization, retention, loyalty. So these are the things like making some kind of good formatting, presenting the information uh, uh, in some kind of good attractive colors and all those things. That is where it has got those features in it. Also helps you to get out some information. There are also some built-in tools available in Tableau and Power BI, where if you don't know anything, you are confused like what I need to do with this data, it gives you some kind of hints. So there are some smart kind of tools, smart kind of options available, like Q&A is available, where you can just put on the question like what I need to be do with this data. It will give you some kind of hints. So by that, using that hints, you can start with the analyzing of the data as well. And forecasting is again predicting about the future. So by giving the prediction will come under the predictive modeling, and when you get the future values, that will come under the forecasting. So forecasting is where the time series comes into existence. Now what is time series and all, we will be learning that in upcoming slides for data analyst as well as for data science, because for both also they play a same role. So time series is where you actually predict about the future days or future month or future years. So that is where the time series comes, and that is where the forecasting actually comes into the picture. So these are certain advantages that a data analyst can be do. Now what it doesn't has is to become a data analyst. As I said, 3 months or 4 months is not sufficient. um, you will get a good understanding of the data analyst role. You will get good understanding of the tools, but what efforts you need to put. So you must have that patience for putting the efforts. So it requires a lot of patience, and this journey is just begin now. But for if you are getting the experience of about 2 to 3 years, for sure in upcoming future you will have a great journey as a data analyst. So with a good salary package, with good expectations from the company, you will for sure be leading in some of the top IT companies or some of the top companies. Now, also like limited executive size, lack of alignment within the team, privacy concern. So these are other drawbacks for data analytics. Now, limited executive size and lack of alignment and all, it implies related to the team with whom you're working. So in the team, if you'll observe, only you will be the data analyst role, what you are going to play, means be there. With you, there are other team members, like there would be a HR, there would be the project manager, there would be somewhat testing team. So they are all going to put on their problem statement, their thinking onto you, and you are the person who is going to design everything. So there might be some kind of pressure on you. So that is some kind of drawback. So these are all some kind of personal drawbacks, I would say, which you need to also handle by analyzing the data. Apart from it, data analyst role is going to lead a good future. So now coming to data, this is the estimation of future that by 2025, 463 exabytes. Now you might just think like, what is the amount of data? So that much amount of data is going to create day by day globally. So it might be, now this data comes out from where? So that can be again another question from in your minds. So this data can be social media data. This data can be from any platform, onto any site you're working. It can be your own company's data, like how many employees are working in your companies, what are their experience, who is going to lead the companies. Is it possible that the employee who has joined recently is going to leave the company in coming year or coming month? It can be, it can happen. So what are your guesses? So again, this is where you need to collect the data. So data is going to increase and grow day by day, because day by day we are observing new companies are coming into picture, and that's where this data will for sure in future will reach a great height. And now this, now as you can see, 463 exabyte, this is just a predicted number, but it can be more than that as well. So you can just imagine that role of data analyst and data scientist, how much it is going to grow in the market in upcoming future. So it is very good that you all have started a quick journey for data analyst or data scientist role at now, because in future you are going to lead in one of the company by playing these roles. So for sure you're going to get a good opportunity in future once you have completed this course, and once you have performed some projects. For sure in future you will be leading a good role in any of the companies. So just giving you a some kind of list of top recruiters for data analysts. So you might have heard these names like Accenture, TCS, Cognizant, Amazon, Infosys, EY, and Wipro. So these are the top recruiters where you can actually apply. As a fresher also you can apply. Just make sure that you prepare thorough, okay, with whatever you are going to mention onto your resumes. You must be thorough with it. Thorough means like not just having a pit pat on the resume structure. make sure that you understand what you have written onto your resume. Very firstly, the interviewers, they focus on the resume. They start putting the questions, whatever you have mentioned on the resume, and then they start with the tools. So with the tools, they ask very basic questions, okay, not very deep dive questions, very basic kind of questions they put on. So these are different companies where you can actually apply. And apart from that, there are very mid-scale companies also available. One more suggestion, as per my experience, I would like to give you all is that if you are a fresher and you have enrolled into this data analyst role, then please, instead of directly applying, if you apply on this company, it is perfectly fine. If you get selected also, it is very good. But what I've observed is applying on the mid-scale companies gives you much experience. Okay, then onto this top companies. So these top companies will give you a good package and might be a good learning as well. But what I have observed from my career, from my experience, is that starting a career with a mid-scale company will help you to get very good projects, okay, and with getting a deeper understanding of that project and deeper experience. So learning matters. So if you want to learn a good understanding of the projects, good understanding of the domain, you start applying for mid-scale companies. But if you want to prefer for good package, then you can just go for these kind of top IT companies. Whatever I'm telling is based on my experience. I don't want to give any false experience to you all. So I'm trying to give what is present in the market today. So I hope you all might have got an understanding about it. It's all up to you again. I just share my experience, but again, it's up to you, like, to choose what path you want and how you want to enroll into that picture. So I hope I'm clear. And that's where we are going to end up with data analytics. Any doubts up till now?
It's perfect.
Yeah. Okay, anyone else?
Preeti, I have one question. Preeti, in this session, I mean, in this course, are we teaching completely Tableau or only introduction and SQL?
We are actually going to teach everything, means which is required for data analytics perspective. Whatever are important, we are going to actually lead on those things. So you will be learning a lot. Means now teaching completely Tableau is like it would require much time, I would say. So as I said, self-learning is again important, but understanding Tableau from business point of view, like what are the tools required, like which chart is mostly preferred and all, because in Tableau, advanced Tableau, if you observe, there are various functions. You need to write some formulas and all. You need to develop the logic. So for that, various functions are available. So each and every function can't be covered in just means in this 3 months session or all. But for sure, we will be teaching whatever important functions are there, whatever important options are present in Tableau, which are used mostly by the user. That will be definitely taught in the these sessions.
Same as SQL also.
Yes, definitely.
And one more thing, ma'am, for this session and all, we need to use some tools, right? That are going to be provided by you, or else we can download it from net.
I think those information regarding like the session, I hope you might have got the syllabus. If not, the syllabus will be shared after the today's session, like what you will be covering in data analyst role or data scientist role. And regarding entire session details, you can get it from Radhika. Okay, she will be she's your batch administrator, so she will be guiding on to you all on these things. So for sure, if you have just wanted to confirm like what exactly is going to cover in data. Yes, have you got it or no?
Actually, I missed your voice.
Your voice
Okay,
is not
sorry.
audible.
Am I now? Is it audible?
No,
Sorry
it's
for that.
not.
Yes, ma'am, it's audible. It's audible now. You can come
Okay,
back.
okay, great. Yeah. So now regarding the like which two, I was asking like, do you have got the syllabus for data analyst or data scientist or whatever course you are have enrolled? Have you got the syllabus?
I got the syllabus, but regarding tools, means like, anyways, we have Excel as a basic thing in everyone's laptop and desktop. But SQL and Power BI, Tableau, that thing has to be downloaded, I guess. If not, if it's
Yes,
like open
yes.
source.
Means when we are actually going to start with Tableau or Power BI, we will be guiding you like how you need to download it, how you need to install it, and all those things. That will be definitely guided. But at the start, we will be starting with, I think, Excel. Okay, because
Okay.
Excel everyone has, and Excel is again important tool.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Excel should be learned first.
Ma'am, we are starting from scratch, na?
Yes, yes, we are starting from scratch. This course is entirely designed from scratch. Even if you are from technical background, it will be again a good learning for you with
No,
again
I'm from a
brushing up all those
non-tech background.
concepts. Even if you're non-technical, again it is going to be a good journey, starting journey.
Okay.
Some things might be repeated for you, but as I said, it is again going to help you to brush up all those things, whatever you have learned.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, in SQL, usually, like from scratch to advanced, are you teaching here or like the intermediate part only?
No, SQL, we are actually going to cover the basic. Like we are going to start from scratch itself, installing the SQL server, putting a connection, then some kind of basic SQL which is actually required in the day-to-day for the user. So like all those things we are going to actually cover in SQL. So we are not going to dig into much advanced of SQL, but yes, we will be starting from scratch.
Like from scratch to like till joints like inner and left joint and like that.
Yes.
Okay. And in Power BI and in Tableau, as same as that. That's what's the main points you are covering, or like you have to cover the whole, like at least 70 to 80% you are covering there.
In Power BI and Tableau also, we are actually going to start from scratch itself. You don't have to worry like regarding any tool. Whatever tools we are going to learn in this data analytics course, we are actually going to start it from scratch. Okay, so right from installation to up till whatever is important in the present market scenario, we will be covering all those things. So yes.
Okay. Why I'm asking is regarding for the interview purpose only, because if I want to get a master in either in Tableau or either in Power BI, so that's why I'm asking this question. That if I get the full knowledge of any of it.
Actually, this would be a great starting for you. Yeah.
Because I am already from USIT staffing background. So like I was now currently working here as a HR role here. So like I was dealing with the project with the Tableau Power BI as well. But I was not directly involved in the technical part. I was involved in the hiring part there. So why actually I was sitting in the with the interviewers of the hiring team. So what the questions they are asking. That's why I'm asking this question to you here.
Okay. Got it.
Usually not for Indian clients we are working. We are working for the US clients only in San Francisco and Las Vegas. So that's why I'm asking that.
Okay.
They are usually very technical on that stuff. So
Exactly. No, this is surely going to help you because we are covering most of the points, I would say. So at least 70 to 80% is definitely going to get covered in these sessions. So for sure, you would be having a good learn.
and like in the there will be the capstone project, like so in the capstone project, like it's a fully combination of all the things, like for Tableau, SQL, or the Power BI, all the things would be combination of that.
Yes, definitely. Yes. Means whatever you have learned, you need to put on that projects. So definitely those things will be guided. Yes.
And like the SQL project or the Tableau project, so it's like an assignment that what we are learning, like we have to no, we can get the assignment and we have to complete in a week time.
Yes. Definitely. So projects like projects and assignments, there is a difference. So assignment, after the each or every session you might be getting an assignment. So whatever you have learned in that session, you can just try to implement those things in the assignment. So that's why assignments will be given. And projects is where once you have learned at least 2 tools or 3 tools, then you might be getting one project. So whatever you have learned in all that those tools, you need to just implement on that project and develop a project report uh, for this particular course. So assignments will help you to understand the concept more thoroughly, and once you have understood the concept thoroughly, it will also help you to get out good decisions by building a report, like where your presentation skills and all those things comes into picture. So by that will help you in the project development. So that's how this course is actually designed.
And ma'am, like no, the next lecture would be like Saturday. So what's the first thing we are started here is like SQL or like the Excel?
Okay. So like in the next lecture, we will be actually, means that thing is not yet discussed. So we will be letting you know by means maybe by tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So we are actually planning to start with Excel. Okay, so because Excel everyone has, and it is very common for data analyst as well as data scientist role. So whatever things are common for both the role, we are going to start first for data analyst as well as data scientist, because some of the students have enrolled in one of the course, like some might have enrolled for data analyst and some might have enrolled for data scientist. So for both the things, we are going to hold a common batch, and later on when the things are different for data scientist, because data scientist, it is again into deep, right? So like machine learning, various concepts are there, deep learning concepts are there. So in such kind of thing, we will be having a different batch again. So at the start, we will be covering with a very basic tool, that is Excel.
Okay, sure.
Ma'am, in these assignments and projects and all, who will be the mentor?
Assignments and project.
It's like
okay, Radhika, as I said.
Okay, means like mentor in the sense, technical advice. You can do that and you can for the places.
Yes, definitely. So all those things means by tomorrow you will be getting all the details. Don't worry about it. So from the team itself, you will be getting an email regarding these all doubts. So for sure, you will be have a clear picture about this entire course.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So shall we start with data science?
Anything by your suggestions, ma'am, by your experience, whatever will be relevant for starting, that will be okay.
Yes. I hope all your questions are done. So let us start with data science. Yes.
Ma'am, we are going to start from Excel and then we are going to advanced Excel.
Yes, means actually the syllabus, we are actually going to perform Excel with basic as well as advanced. Means some kind of advanced functions also we will be looking into Excel. So those things will be actually covered in Excel as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Any more questions?
Ma'am, it's clear.
Okay, great. Okay, so let us begin with one more journey of data scientist. Now, once you have played a role of data analyst, next thing, the picture comes into existence where a data scientist uh, also plays the similar kind of role. But here, one more thing is added for the data analyst is that prediction. Okay, so giving a prediction from your data about any variable. So that is where this data science comes into picture. So data science is again about data collection, analyzing, and decision making. Okay, giving a good conclusion, getting a good decision, which would help your business to lead a top in the market. So that's how this picture is. So you need to first get the data, transform the data, clean the data, analyze the data, and then get a good decision. So decision means having a prediction, and from that prediction, what does that prediction infer you? What does that prediction suggest you to take upcoming decision? So that is what we are actually going to learn in data science, and this is what data science is actually. So data science is nothing but to find patterns in the data by making some analysis and try to guess about the future. So whatever predictions you're giving for the future, how much accurate your predictions are, so that also report you need to prepare, because just telling by guess that tomorrow it is going to rain for sure, but by how much amount you're trying to predict that tomorrow it will definitely rain. So tomorrow there is 90% chance that the climate is not good today, so tomorrow definitely there is 90% chance that it will rain. So by checking today's scenario, you're trying to predict about future. This is a short example. So you're trying to predict about future with some kind of number. Okay, so that number, to get that number, you need to have a knowledge of data science. Okay, that is called as accuracy. You might have heard about the terms accuracy. So these are various statistical terms available. Not only accuracy, like there is root mean square, such kind of statistical terms are used, and these terms actually help you to infer about the future. Okay, which is very important for taking a good decision to hold your business. So this where the picture of data science comes, and that's why company they require data scientist people to take better decisions, to make predictive analysis, and as well as to create patterns, to find out some patterns present in the data. So for this you would require statistics. Okay, statistical knowledge is must. Statistical knowledge is must for data analyst as well as a data scientist role. In both the cases, this statistical knowledge is required. So let us understand with a short history, like how this data science came into picture. So in the 1900 BC, okay, not in the 19th, but in the 1900 BC, very back, more than it might be 400 or 500 years back. This particular bone that you are seeing was the first evidence for data collection and storage. This is called as Ishango bone. You can have a Google search on it and you can check out the history of it, because I'm not going to go into a very deeper history of data science. So you can just have a quick search. So this Ishango bone, this bone made the person to start collect the data and store the data. Okay. And very back, the term actually data science was introduced later on, but the starting journey of getting the data was very, very back. And then in 1600s, John Grant introduced the concept of data analysis. What means he tried to analyze, he took some data, he made some analysis and he presented that analysis in the form of a picture. So that time also the name was not like data analysis. So that what he has done. And later on in 1800s, Herman Holler designed a machine that helped complete the US census. So now came little bit part of data analysis, data analysis and data scientists. So where they actually started to design and implement, not only just putting on it in a picture and making a report of it, but trying to build a complete model on it. So he actually created a machine. That machine helped to understand the US census every day. What is the census growth? Now you all can see a very beautiful pictures, charts, which can help you to understand the share market onto the Google Cloud and all. But in those days where the computers were not there, where there was not such any advanced technology also present, but in those days also still this term data science was present. How it was present? So it was present in this scenarios where the people used to put on their thinking and they used to create machines. Now this machine actually helped to predict the US census for the upcoming days. So at that time, they actually made this kind of analysis. And later on in 19s, when the computers actually got introduced, slowly the journey of data science began. And now you can see it is very much advanced. So in 19s also there was a magnetic tape which was introduced, which was created. So this actually helped to type in the letters, okay, for the in the floppy disk and all, and store it in the hard drives. So that's where this data science.
Hello. Preeti, your voice is not audible.
Hello.
Hello.
Just a second, guys. There might be some network issues. Please hold on. She'll be back.
Hello, am I able to hear now? Are you able to?
Actually, we have for few minutes we have missed your voice.
Okay, so extremely sorry for it. Extremely sorry for it. I don't know. There might be some kind of network problem at my side. So sorry for it. So by how much time you have missed me? Can you tell me, please?
Just a couple of minutes, like 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay. So where I means what was the last that you have heard? Was it 1900 BC or 1600?
Means 1900 BC, we have used floppy disk and magnetic tapes that we have stopped there.
Okay, fine. So in 90s, before the computer actually got invented, this person, Rees Plumer, who invented the magnetic tape, which later inspired the invention of floppy disk and hard disk drives. So now you're able to get the floppy disk, you're able to get the hard disk drives, but this invention was already made by using the magnetic tape. Now, how can this magnetic tape means? What was the picture of it? Very old radios you might have observed. Those radios were like in tape structure. Like it was when you played the song, it starts to roll up, right? So some such kind of picture, such kind of machine was created by him to store the data. Okay, to store the data, he created such kind of machine, and later on, this machines went into the floppy disk and hard drives. They got invented as floppy disk and hard drives. So there again, the data science role was played. So now, if you'll observe, when the computers actually got invented, now this data science went into World Wide Web. Now, World Wide Web implies that you can run it onto cloud. Okay, so data science can be run onto cloud. Python also is a tool which is very important for data scientist person. He must know Python, because in Python, majorly prediction parts are completed. With the large data sets, Python can be handled very easily. And Python, you don't need to install it onto your laptops or computers. You can also run it onto cloud. So that's the thing. So it became available publicly. It is free of cost to everyone. So that's why this data science plays an important role, and this is how the history of data science is. And there are many other things also. There are many other persons who invented various things, but few of them for this data science evolution, these are the certain things that I have listed. So I've seen the steps for data analytics. Now, for data analytics, we started with understanding the problem statement, then moving on to data transformation, where are you guys able to hear me?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes.
In middle, it's like it's breaking.
So yeah, because that your network is slow. So now it's audible.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, great. So now, as we have seen in the data analytics, we have got with the introduction to data analytics. We started with understanding the data statement problem. Then moving on to next is like where data collection, then data cleaning, data exploration and analysis, and finally interpreting the results. Now, similar kind of journey we will be observing while playing a role in data scientist. What else is added to it? Let us see. So very firstly, it starts with understanding the problem statement, understanding the data, then collection of the data, then data cleaning and data transformation and all those things. Then exploratory data analysis is exploring the data. Like exploring the data means trying to get the descriptive statistics or some kind of statistical knowledge from the data that we will be actually covering in the upcoming sessions. So those things. Then we are having not interpreting the results right now. We are actually having some other things. What are those other things? Feature engineering. Feature engineering is, I'll just tell you in short what is feature engineering. Suppose you're having a data set which consists of about 30 to 40 variables. Okay. So in your data, if you're having about 30 to 40 variables, now getting all those variables and presenting that variables in the form of a dashboard or and making some prediction would definitely be difficult. Okay, every industry accepts new advanced tools because it saves time, and time is very important for each and every industry. So you need to be a smart thinker at that time, how you can reduce the time limit, how you can get good results within a short span of time, and that's where the feature engineering comes into existence. So feature engineering actually helps you to collect only those features which will give you good and best results for your decision, whatever decision you want to make. So so even if you're having 40 features, from that 40 features or variables, you can extract at least 10 to 11 or 10 to 15 features which will help you to get a good decision making. So this is going to be learned in feature engineering. Then comes machine learning. Now once your features are extracted, once you are done with the features extraction, next is to build a model for prediction. Okay, so whatever you want to predict, you need to build a model, and that's where the machine learning plays a role. Then once your model is built, you need to evaluate your model. Evaluate means try to get results from your model, how much accurate your model is. Now suppose randomly if you're giving some data, will your model be able to predict the insight from that data at an whatever original data you're having? Now let us understand this with an example. As I've already given you an example of fruits and sales. Okay, now let us say add one more column is date. Okay, on Monday I have observed that apple, orange and strawberry made a sale of 500, 400, 300 on Monday. Now I wanted to make a prediction for Tuesday so that I can bring only that much quantity of fruits. Okay, so in such case, what would I do? So in that case, you need to make a prediction. For that, you need to build a model. You need to analyze like based on my past days, what was the amount of quantity users were purchasing. Okay, so you might have seen the stalls for fruits and vegetables where the owner of the shop orders only that much quantity by analyzing the previous days. Okay, at the start, in the beginning, if he bought 100 apples, just let us focus on only one fruit, apple. So at the beginning, he bought 100 apples, and in the week, he observed. Okay, he just started his business. In the week for 7 days, he observed like every day how many apples were getting sold. So at the first day might be only 10 apples. Slowly its business increased. Then on next day it went to 12. Next day it went to 30 and so on. And after the week completed, he observed that 90 apples were got sold in the entire week, and 10 apples that were remained and that were destroyed. So he need to throw out. So he made a loss of 10 apples, but he earned an amount for 90 apples. So that was the thing observed. Later on next Monday, okay, when he went on to the next week, he made analysis, and accordingly he bought only about 80 apples, because he just made a guess like each day how much apples were sold, and accordingly he bought that much amount of apples. So again, this is analysis. So he observed some kind of pattern onto these days, and he made a evaluation onto it. Same thing we are going to do with the data. We are going to actually build a model onto the data, and then we are going to try to analyze that model. So let's say a different randomly data can be generated in future. So for that, it should also give an accurate prediction, and that is where the model evaluation plays a role. And then once your model is evaluated, once you're done by building a good model, finally comes the data visualization. Now there might be a question like, what is the difference between this exploratory data analysis and data visualization? Okay, so exploratory data analysis helps you to get a good understanding of the data by building a very simple and basic graphs like a bar chart, pie chart, which would just help you to understand only about your data. Okay, so that is where exploratory data analysis comes. So not only charts, but you can also calculate the summary statistics, descriptive statistics of your data. You can calculate confidence intervals, so some kind of statistical terms. Now these terms are useful for understanding the data. So exploratory data analysis is performed for understanding of the data. And data visualization is where once you have completed your entire model building, once your entire data set is clean, is giving you some kind of information, then you can prepare data visualization, which will actually show future predictions as well. Instead of presenting the information in a simple table, it is better to present that information in the form of a chart. Even if you're observing the some kind of share market applications are available, for mutual funds and all, where they actually give us future prediction, and then we need to take the decision to invest in which share, to invest in which mutual fund. So this is again a part of visualization. So they have already built the model, and then they have put that model in the form of visualization. I hope I'm clear with the this particular life cycle of data science. Any doubts up till now?
No.
Okay. Now let us also understand like why this data science is important. Now again, data science is again important because it will help you to build various applications. Okay, it will help you to use advanced concepts like deep learning, artificial intelligence, such kind of different perspective. The starting journey should be data scientist. Also, it will help you to analyze the behavior of that product. On social media websites also, you might be getting some recommendations. You might have observed, like if you have opened Amazon, you have searched for some kind of clothing, and when again after that you went onto any of your social media platform like Facebook or Instagram, then there you're getting the ads of Amazon only, and for that particular such kind of clothing itself. You might have observed this thing. So this is again a part of data science, where these recommendations are given as per your previous behavior. Okay, so that's why getting these insights and to get a proper decision making for making the trend analysis, so all such kind of things, this data science is very, very, very important, as well as data analyst is also important. We are actually going to look like what exactly the difference is between the data science and data analyst in the upcoming session. We are going to look later on. Now, as we have seen for data analyst, we have seen the skill set and tools. Similarly, we will be looking for data scientist. What are the skills and tools required? So here on the screen, you're able to see the tools that are required for data scientists. So as I said, Python is a major tool required for data scientists. So Python, then Jupyter Notebook, Colab, these are again part of Python itself. Okay, so what is Jupyter, what is Google Colab, this all we will be explaining in the upcoming sessions when we actually start with data science. So Google Colab, just to give you a short introduction, Google Colab is built on cloud. Okay, so where you need to have make sure to have a good internet connection, and you can actually do the analysis on the cloud itself. And Jupyter Notebook is a offline application where you can download it onto your desktop and you can use that application for Python. Or there is Python separate application also available. Jupyter Notebook is an interface, okay, just a support for Python. Then we are having Python libraries like Matplotlib for visualization, NumPy for numeric calculations and all. Then pandas for getting the data, importing the data and all. So we are actually going to look into important libraries that are required, which are used mostly for a data scientist. And yes, of course, SQL. SQL is again came into a picture for data transformation. So SQL is must a tool for data analyst as well as a data scientist. And also some other tools like Excel. Okay, Excel is also must for data scientists. Now let's understand the skill set. Now skill set is again the same thing. You require Excel, you must have some knowledge about Python. If not, we are anyway starting from scratch. So, but these are the desired skills required for data science. And we are actually going to cover most, I would say all of the thing in this session. So teamwork. Now again, data science is a teamwork. Data analyst role can be done individually, but data scientist role requires a team. Okay, you individually can handle small amount of data, but if the data is large, you require a team for analyzing the things. And that's where this data science, it works in a teamwork. Then advanced statistics are present in it. As I said, in exploratory data analysis, we are going to use most of the statistical terms as well. In the model building and model evaluation, statistical terms are going to be used. So high level mathematics, statistics terms will be using. Then mining, social media mining, getting the data from social media, also like unstructured data, I would say. So we are actually going to check out like how this unstructured data is handled. And that's where the concept of NLP comes into existence, that is natural language processing. And for model building, for structured kind of data, we have machine learning. Then SQL, NoSQL means we are without using SQL also, we will be checking how we can do data transformation in Python itself. So all these things we will be actually covering. So these are the skills required for data scientist person. Communication also is added because when you prepare your entire report, you need to present it, and that's where your communication comes into picture. So this is all thing for a data scientist. Now let's understand the career opportunities and salaries for a data science. Before that, any doubts in data science, please ask. Yes, any one of you, any doubt?
No, Preeti.
Okay. Before I dive into career opportunities and salaries and getting into the difference for data science and data analyst, And moving on further, do y'all want a break of 5 minutes? Because having a break after 1 hour or 1.5 hours is good.
We can take it for 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay, let's have a break of 5 minutes. Okay, so let us meet at let's say 12:40. Is it okay? 8 minutes break.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, no problem.
Yeah, but please don't leave the class, huh? Even if I'm giving you a break.
Sure, ma'am. No issues.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So are you all back from the break?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Preeti.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. You are back.
Okay. So let's discuss about the career opportunities and salaries in data science. So we have already seen for a data analyst, what are the different roles? Now, similar kind of roles are also played as a data scientist. So very firstly, major role comes as a data scientist, then data analyst, then business intelligence analyst, data architect, data engineer, database administrator. So you can apply also for the roles of data analyst. Okay. So whatever roles that we have discussed before, similar kind of roles also you can apply. But apart from it, some additional roles as a data scientist would be the data scientist itself, then database administrator. So even machine learning developer, those roles also you can apply. Now, as a fresher, expected salary for data scientist is about at least means 5 lakh you can expect, 5 to 6 lakh. In between this range, you can start your expectation as a fresher for a data scientist. And later on, if you are experienced, you can expect a good amount, I would say, based on your experience. So it starts with means here I've just given a number 6 to 20, but you can just go around within that number. Okay, so from that number. So that's how this data scientist salary is there. And there are various other roles. Even you might have heard the role of software engineer. So software engineer role is also you can apply for after completing this data science course. So now let us discuss about the pros and cons of data science. So we have already seen the advantages and disadvantages of data analyst. So as we have observed that data analyst, there is a lot of patience actually required for analyzing the data. But here, if you come here, you need to require a lot of logical thinking. Okay, because whatever coding you're going to do, like which function you need to use in the programming, how you need to write the code, if there is some conditional type of thinking in your mind, how you can do those thinking in terms of code. So such kind of part means you need to start to think logically. You need to start to evaluate your minding process a little bit different. Okay, so this is one of the thing. I would say it is a much effort that you need to put on. Then advantages that are given is like it's in demand, which is obviously if you just have a look onto the market, data science roles, majorly there are many jobs available for a data scientist person, and most of the companies are hiring for experienced data scientist person only. So for freshers, the jobs might be very few, but yes, it's very in demand. Then, as I said, there are many positions open. Then it is highest paying, right, and highly prestigious, where versatile means there is not some limitation for your learning. You always learn good things in data science, because this actually develops your mindset, logical thinking. Okay, so it helps you to analyze any kind of situation if you're getting experience after 4 to 5 years. So any kind of situation, if it comes in your life, you can easily handle those situations. So that development of mindset doesn't happen within 1 year or 2 years of get experience. It will surely take time for gaining such kind of experience. But yes, once you got that experience, then no one is going to stop you to go on a top position, to become a top data scientist person in the market. So that's what is available. You can perform everything, like data visualization, analysis. We have already seen what all things we can actually perform. So disadvantage is like getting perfect in data science is not possible. Even I'm not a perfect person, or I would say not a perfect guider for giving you all the knowledge of data science, because data science, even if you learn a lot, it is still enough, means it is still more to learn. I would say whatever you're learning is not sufficient for data science, and as per you go on get experience, you will always get to learn some new things in data science, because this is not a limitation. There is no limitation for data science. But only this much syllabus will not cover the entire data science. This will give you a short glance of what data science is, how you need to handle things. But once you got that glance, later on when you're going to get projects and all, you can for sure have a great learning. Because after data science, there comes machine learning, then deep learning, then artificial intelligence, and there are still many more technologies which are developing day by day. And it might be a case that after 4 to 5 years you might hear some different names as well. So it's an unstoppable journey. Okay, disadvantage that you need to keep updated in the market, means whatever the market new terms are coming, you need to keep updated yourself with those terms. New functions, day by day new functions are getting developed in Python for quick overview, quick review. So day by day these functions are coming out to be. And also is the problem of data privacy. Now data means these data privacy can also be handled by some different tools, but data science particularly doesn't handles data privacy. It keeps the data publicly open. Okay, so like if you're sharing the Python file with someone else and sharing the data as well, or even if you don't share the data, he can get the data by making some trial and error methods. So that's again a different part. But yes, so data is not maintained privately in this data science. So that's the thing. So yeah, so that's why there are other tools. As I said, you might have heard the name of Azure. If you have not heard, you can have a search. So Azure in one of the support for data science in order to maintain the data security, data privacy, where you actually create virtual machines and all. So that's again a completely different concept. If you are interested to go on it, you can just have a short research on it. Giving you a list of top recruiters for data science. So here you can see again I have mentioned most of the similar kind of names for data science, that these are the top companies where you can actually apply for a data science role. Now let's understand what is the difference between data science and data analytics. You might have got like what the difference could be, right? Because data analytics is completely related to visualizing the data, completely related to creating dashboards, reports out of your data and presenting it in a simple representation manner. Whereas data science actually focuses on prediction part, to create applications, to deploy your entire codes and all, and create applications out of it. Create such applications which are very easy to use for the user. So all these things comes under the data science. So where model building, model evaluation, machine learning, deep learning, analyzing the unstructured data. So all these things comes under the data science. And that's the only short difference between data analytics and data scientist. So you can enroll in any one as per your choice. So now here at the right, you might have seen a picture where the terms like descriptive, prescriptive, experimental, and theoretical is actually written. Now, what does this mean? And inside there are 3 circles which you can see, right? So let's understand this. So let's say, now what could be the descriptive analytics? Now, descriptive analytics is what has happened in the past. Okay, so it actually focuses on the data, only data. It doesn't has to do anything with the future, okay, or anything with the present scenario. Whatever the data is present from the past, what up till whatever we are getting those things, that kind of analysis, analyzing such data, is called as descriptive analysis. So it helps you to understand what has happened in the past. Okay, so that is called as descriptive analytics. So the data is presented in a way that it can be easily understood by audience. Okay, not only you need to present to the data experts. So that's where we create such dashboards by using the past data, such that anyone, any person, even if he don't know that software, he should be able to get a insight from the data. So that is called as descriptive analytics, where you are actually trying to describe your data, whatever data you are having. Then we are having this prescriptive analytics. Now, prescriptive analytics is where this where you are trying to put on some actions and decisions which needs to be taken. So based on your analysis, whatever data you have analyzed, next is to take some quick action which is required to be taken, and some kind of decision which needs to be taken for leading a better growth in the industry. So that is where this prescriptive analytics comes into picture. Then we are having experimental analytics. Now, experimental is again predictive analytics, where you are likely to check what will happen in future. Okay, so where you need to analyze the future things, that's where experimental comes, where you're trying to experiment the things and trying to predict about the future. And then we are having theoretical analytics. Theoretical is again getting reasons behind why you have performed the this particular entire analysis. Your aim, your objective, that you need to be clear, and whatever conclusions you are going from your aim and objective after analyzing the data or building model and all those things, it should also be clear. You should be clear with the question why I have performed this analysis, why are the conclusions like this. So you need to be clear with your why. So that comes under the theoretical analysis. And that's how this based on these 4 concepts, this entire life cycle of data science is trained. So data science doesn't only include data analytics, but it also includes other tools like big data. You can analyze a large, tremendous amount of data using data science method. You can do data mining. Now, what is data mining and all, we will be covering in the data science course. So data mining, in short, I would like to tell you, is something where you actually mine your data. Mine your data, it means you try to clean data. You try to create some kind of models onto your data. So that is such kind of data mining is performed. Then with various methods and algorithms are there which are used for model building. Again, machine learning comes into picture. Various other software tools are available. So all this combinationally is data science. So data analytics is a part of data science. Okay, but data science is not a part of data analytics. Please be clear with this picture. So even if you are enrolled in data science or data analytics, in any role, you are going to get the best out of it. The persons who have enrolled in data analytics, for sure, they will later on they will get it easy to start a career with data science. Okay, and those who have enrolled in data science, they are sure going to complete both the things, that is data analytics as well as the data science itself. So this is how this is a very short difference between data analytics and data scientist. So giving you a very short roadmap for data analyst and data science, like regarding the tools, there might be a question in your mind, like which tools to be referred for data science and which tools to be referred for data analyst. So here all those tools have been listed out, and you can check out, like for data science, almost we are going to cover all these tools: Python, NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, SQL, Excel, Tableau, Power BI, data mining, data wrangling, linear algebra, statistics, machine learning, deep learning, artificial intelligence, NLP, that is a natural language processing, time series model. So all this entirely completes a data science structure, whereas a data analyst, they would be playing a role of means they require only Python, related to Python libraries, SQL, Excel, Tableau, Power BI, and then data wrangling and statistics part. So that much is sufficient for a data analyst person. So I hope I'm clear with the difference, and now you might have got a clear picture what exactly data science is and what exactly data analyst is. Now let us understand about some kind of certifications which are present in the market, which you can perform and which you can apply and get it done. So there are here I've just listed 4 of them, but there are other certifications also available. You can have a check and have a research on it. So 4 certification which I thought are useful as Amazon AWS Big Data Certification. You can just Google on this and then check the procedure, how to apply and all. You can check out the format for the exam. Then Oracle Certified Business Intelligence course, SAS Data Certification, IBM Data Science Professional Certification. So these are the 4 data science certificates available in the market, and you can have a check and accordingly you can apply. So now I hope you all have got a very good idea about these both the courses. So these courses, I want to be very clear that it is designed in such a way, even if you're from non-tech, tech background, fresher or experienced, it doesn't matter. This course is going to be a scratch, a good learning for the persons who already know it. And yes, it would be a good journey that we will be starting from today. And you will definitely enjoy a lot this journey. You will get various good case studies to study, good assignments where you can check out your knowledge, like knowledge level and all. So good projects. So projects based on the real world scenario. Such kind of projects would be given to you all, so that you can have a short idea like what kind of projects I would expect in future and how I need to analyze the data for that project and all. So in short, this course is entirely designed for any type of person. Okay, so please be clear with it. Now, as I said, after end of every lecture, there is going to be an assignment. Even if today's session was just an introduction to data science or data analyst course, still there is a short assignment. Why this assignment is so that you can means have a picture like after 3 months of this course or after 6 months of this course, what you need to do. Okay, so today I want you all to just go and have a research on the top companies, mid-scale companies, and have a research on that company's website and check out how much they are skilled, how much they are using this data analyst or data science, what projects they have performed. You can have a look on their projects, you can study their projects and check out how much useful those projects are for you all. Once you have got those companies, list out that companies, make a focus on that companies, write it on a paper with big letters and all, and just paste it anywhere onto your into your room, anywhere. You can just put a sticky note onto your laptop, and then you can just start with this course. Now, why I'm telling you to do this, because that is going to be your focus. That will help you to motivate you, inspire you to do this course thoroughly, to put all your efforts, and for make sure whatever list of 5 companies that you have put onto that sticky note or into your room, surely there will be one day where you will be in that company itself. So this course is going to help you a lot. Even for the interview preparation, I'm definitely going to guide you all, as I've already started guiding you right in the today's session itself. So whatever experience I have gained in my this 3 to 4 years of experience, I would not say that I've got 15 years or 10 years of experience. So I'm just a younger person who is giving you the knowledge based on whatever I have experienced. I've experienced a lot of things in a very short span of time, but yes, I've worked in various domains of projects. So I've got a lot of things from it, and I don't want to repeat those mistakes from you all. So that's why I just try to give whatever I have, and I hope this will surely help you all. I want each and every one of you to perform this assignment. So today, in the coming week, whenever you get time, please just go around the research, have a research on top companies, mid-scale companies, any company. You can just have a research and check out what projects they have performed, and at least list out 5 companies on which you want to get hired in upcoming 3 or 6 months, whatever the timeline we have decided. So I hope this assignment you all will be preparing. Any doubts in this?
No, ma'am, it's clear. It will be like
no, ma'am, it's very clear.
Okay, that's great. So in this entire introduction part, also you can give short feedback like this. You can give me any suggestions. Your suggestions are always welcome. I don't expect every time a positive feedback. I would be most happy to get negative feedback as well. So any feedback and any questions for this entire session, you're open to ask now.
No, ma'am, it's clear, but upcoming sessions, we just messages one day what going to be.
Sure, definitely. Upcoming sessions,
Ma'am, I do have a question.
You will surely get a message on it. Yes.
Ma'am, my question is that you tell me before that for Power.
Yes, your voice is not audible. What's this? Hello?
Ma'am, did you get my voice there?
Yes, Pranay, please tell.
Ma'am, my question is that there will be you are telling about the in the career opportunities there will be Power BI analyst role is there. So for Power BI analyst, the skill set required with the same like SQL and Power BI, Tableau and Python.
Yes, definitely. Skill set required is same. Now, why I'll tell you, because most of the clients, they prefer SQL for data importing. And that's why you need to know about SQL, Excel, and all those things, even Python as well. Because we don't know what in which format the data will be coming to us. Okay, so that's why you need to understand these tools.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, sure.
Yeah, it's like Pranay, even though we are using Power BI for the visualization, data gathering, like exploring transformations, SQL and Excel,
yes,
Python languages, even.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Yes, thanks. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, and thank you, team as well.
Thank you.
Yes. So thank you so much. With all your permission, I just end today's session, and it was a great meeting to you all, and it was a great interactive session as well. So thank you so much for your time, your patience, for hearing to me. And I hope that we will be definitely meeting in the upcoming sessions as well. So thank you so much all. Have a great evening. Have a great day today. Bye.
Thank you.